Hi, I'm back. Did anyone miss me? I took some time off actually off of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, basically anything. So if I didn't reply to any of your messages, I'm so fucking sorry, but I'm just in the biggest transitioning period at the moment, as you can see, because I redid literally my whole apartment, and I'm still in the process of doing so. But today we will get into more of your guys' questions on subliminals. I wrote them down again. So if you left a question under any of my last videos, you will probably get your question answered today. So stick around, find out if I am answering your question. I will also put chapters again for this video, so if anything is not new to you, you can just skip right ahead to the next topic, because I don't want to bore anyone and I want every one of you guys to take out your notepad and a pencil and write down anything that's new for you today. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Anna. If you're new here, hi, feel free to stick around if my vibe resonates with you. I post videos on subliminals mostly at the moment for some reason. That's just my thing now, I guess. But overall, just self-concept, gaining confidence, manifesting your dream life and becoming just the best version of yourself that you can be ever. If that sounds interesting, I would be so fucking happy to have you in my community. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, stick around. Anything that you do helps a shit ton with the algorithm. And that being said, let's just dive right into your questions. Question number one that I get by far the most often is, how long does it take to get results? So this is a very, very individual for you and for your belief system, for your self-concept that you have, just all of that. But overall, I would say, to really ensure that you get all your results in, listen to a subliminal for 21 days, at least. Some may even say like around 60 or something like that, but I just believe that 21 is like the golden number for how many days you should listen to one subliminal till you can fully expect your results to have settled in, because that's usually the amount of time that it just takes for your brain to reprogram and to take on a new belief system. So 21 days, but overall, you don't have to listen to that. You can also like get your results in like 24 hours, 2 hours, right now, instantly. It doesn't matter. As long as you just tell yourself like, oh, I need to listen for X amount of time to get results. So if you say like, it doesn't really matter how long I listen, I get my results instantly. With the snap of a finger. I would snap, but I can't snap with my left hand, and in my right hand there's my phone. So, but instantly. If that's your affirmation, if that's your belief system, then you will get real results instantly. If it's not, and you're completely lost, and this is the first time you're getting into subliminals and you don't know what you're doing, 21 days. The next question is, oh, my best friend just texted me. She's playing the piano. I love her so much. The next question is, headaches or discomfort? So I've had like quite a few comments under the last videos about subliminals that you guys were getting headaches or just discomfort in general, feeling weird, maybe feeling dizzy even. I've had that personally. And if you should be worried about that, or if you should keep listening to the subliminal or not. And what I can say to that is that personally, when I get headaches from listening to the subliminal, I listen to it for a few more days, and if the headache persists, I stop listening. Because obviously, like, we don't want any discomfort with anything that we're listening to. And sometimes, especially like when it's a subliminal on multiple topics, it can be a lot for your brain. Because you're taking on so much information subconsciously, it can result in you getting headaches or just feeling uncomfortable. Watch it for a few days, and if the headache still persists, stop listening, but overall that is normal. Same goes with nightmares. Any of those are like just normal side effects that you get when you are reprogramming your subconscious mind, because there's a lot of information being passed through your system, especially when you're listening overnight, because that's when our brain is most what is the word? I forgot the word. Just when your brain is most prone to being reprogrammed. Oh my god, what is happening today? I haven't sat in front of a camera in like a month, so bear with me. The next one is flushes and boosters. So If you're new in the subliminal space, you are probably like, oh my god, what the fuck are flushes and boosters? Like, I've never heard that. So, what flushes are is basically the concept that you listen to a subliminal that has affirmations for clearing your mind of any affirmations that it has been listening to before. That's not usually how people use them, but I'm just gonna use the most basic example, and I'm just gonna say you have been listening to a subliminal for growing taller, and you've been doing that, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I want to be shorter. I don't even want to be taller, I want to be shorter now. What you could do is you could use a flusher, which then just clears your brain out of like all of the affirmations that it had been listening to previously. And then you can start listening to a subliminal on being shorter. Do I use them? I don't use them because I personally am so clear on my vision and where I want to go that I don't really feel like I need to use them. You can use them, but I would say like they are just like another way for you to have new limiting beliefs. So you don't need to use flushes at all. You can listen to as many things as you want at once, as long as you stick to one thing. So if I start listening to, I don't know, a subliminal about being rich and famous and super like viral on TikTok and everything, and then all of a sudden I realize like, oh, I don't want to be famous anymore. I just want to be rich. So I listen to a subliminal for more privacy, maybe. You can just do that without any flushes. It doesn't matter because your subconscious is smart enough to realize that that's not what you're affirming for anymore and that it's like the complete opposite now. As long as you persist with what you are affirming at the moment and with what you're listening to at the moment, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you don't need to use flushes. And then, what are boosters now? What is that? As the name might already suggest, it is boosting your subliminal. Boosters can be in the form of just self-concept affirmations like, I'm so lucky, I'm the luckiest person alive, everything always goes my way, I'm the most perfect and quickest manifester that has ever walked this earth, I am a divine being and anything I want just manifests into existence super easily. Those would be examples of booster affirmations. Again, do you have to use them? No. Can they help? Yes. I personally, especially when I do requests on subliminals, I like to ask my clients like, hey, do you want like a booster with that, a self-concept booster? I had recently created a subliminal where I was like, hey, like I would advise you to go with a booster within this subliminal because what I'm hearing is just that your situation, like you need to work on your self-concept also in order for you to manifest whatever physical appearance change that you wanted to have. So I just added her a booster within the subliminal. I don't really like using boosters as like a separate subliminal. So when I create subliminals for myself, I always like put a booster in there when I feel like that's necessary, and when it's not necessary, you just don't need to use them. But like when you have a playlist that you listen to and not just one subliminal, I just think it's annoying because it's just one more subliminal that's added to the list. Either it's like integrated in the subliminal that you're listening to or it's not. I wouldn't advise you to put more subliminals on your list. What you can do instead, which is easier, which is like helping you a lot more with your self-concept anyways, is just affirming throughout the day. Like all the affirmations that I told you before, like just, I'm lucky, everything goes my way, just those. You will reprogram your brain with your self-concept anyway with that, and therefore you don't really need a booster. Also, since I've just mentioned it, shameless plug here, I am also creating subliminals over on my subliminal channel, which I will put here. It's called Anna Subliminals. Very creative, I know. Maybe I will change the name in the future, but that's just the name that it has right now. I am also taking commissions. So if you want to have a subliminal that is personalized and custom made from yours truly for your beautiful soul, you can check out the link that I left in the description box below for my Ko-fi account, where I take commissions for 15 euros currently, plus any add-ons that you want to have, including boosters, personalized binaural beats, all of that good stuff. So yeah, let's get back to the topic. The next question is, what if I can't listen overnight due to, I don't know, siblings sleeping in the room with you, or you just need complete silence to sleep? Doesn't matter. You don't have to listen to subliminals overnight in order for them to work. You can also listen to them while doing dishes, while taking your dog for a walk, while painting, while, I don't know, cleaning the house, doing your chores, while doing your homework, doing your, like, studying for exams, or whatever it is that you're just doing. You can always listen to subliminals. Maybe like a little safety disclaimer. Maybe don't listen to them like while you're driving or operating heavy machinery, as they like to say, purely because some subliminals, if they have like some, like for instance binaural beats layered within them, they can shift your brain into theta state where it's more prone for reprogramming. I still don't know the word that I was looking for earlier, but we're just gonna roll with it. So yeah, when you're in the car, just stick to your affirmation tapes that aren't subliminal affirmations, but that's personal to you. If you're listening to a subliminal from me and you know there's like no binaural beats under them, doesn't matter, you can listen to them in the car. So the next one is, what is a silent subliminal and how does it work? Silent subliminals are basically exactly what the name says. They are subliminals that don't have any music or rain sounds or fire crackling, my personal favorite, or frequency music. So it's basically just the affirmations, very, very, very quiet, very fast, so only your subconscious picks up on them. And they are like called silent subliminals because you're not supposed to hear anything. So you can just like have them playing in the background and do whatever, and you're not hearing any music or anything. Those would also be great if you can't listen to them overnight. Those are silent subliminals. How you create them is basically like just the same as you create any other subliminal, where you just leave out anything that's additional and just leave in the affirmations. Those are silent subliminals. And yes, I do also make them, so if you want a silent subliminal and you put in a commission for one, just write in the little note field that you want to have it silently. The next one, and this is really interesting because I have like my own concept for that, because I have been asked that on TikTok before, and also like under my, like one of my last videos, where someone was asking how to like repair their eyesight so they can see clearly again. And this like ties in with all of the other medical changes that you can manifest. For instance, like pain-free periods or something like that. If you have endometriosis, I'm shouting you out right now. Manifesting medical changes, or just health in general, if you're sick or whatever. The first thing that you can do is, I mean, aside from listening to subliminals for them, but the self-concept work that I would suggest that you do with this is you find out exactly how your cells are operating. Like, let's take the example of eyesight again. If you want to repair your eyesight and you want to have very healthy eyes, you want to see clearly, all that, you can go on the interwebs and find out how exactly your eyes are working and what exactly is wrong with them. This sounds so mean. What's wrong with your eyes? Change that. You will go look up like how exactly your eyes work, like how the cells operate, how they work, and what's broken. And then you know exactly what is going on, and therefore you can change exactly that. I'm a very visual person. I like to visualize, I also like to script and to just have like my little mind movie. I love all of that stuff. And what I always tell my clients is that when you want to manifest like medical changes, when you know exactly what's going on within your system and you then visualize how it's going right, you basically, like, obviously our brain tells our organs how to work. And if it tells our organs how to work properly over a certain amount of time, your organs will work properly. Because your brain is literally what's controlling them. It just does that on autopilot, but as soon as you step in and you're like, oh my god, wait, you're doing that wrong actually, let me just show you how it's done right. Everything will run smoothly again, including your eyesight. I hope this makes sense. So basically, the first thing you do is you figure out exactly what's not going to plan with your eyes or whatever it is that you want to change or repair within your system. Then you visualize how the cells would operate when they are operating correctly, and then boom, you have your eyesight restored. Subliminals do help with that, but when you're listening to them plus visualizing how it's supposed to go, you will like fix anything that's going on. Then we are coming to the last question, which is like less spectacular than the other ones, but it's basically just I am or you are affirmations. Which ones should I use in subliminals? And this, my friends, is once again very individual. I personally hate you are affirmations because the affirmations should sound like my thoughts, and I'm not thinking, oh my god, you are so great, you are so lucky, you are amazing. I won't say that. Maybe I would say that to my, like, to the image in my mirror, so I would be like, oh my god, you are the best, but I wouldn't say that in my head the whole fucking time. I would say like, I'm the best, I'm the luckiest, I do everything right. Personally, for me, I always use I am affirmations, also in my subliminals, unless stated otherwise. If you have a request where you're like, oh my god, my brain works best with you are affirmations, great, I will do that for you, no questions asked. But yeah, I personally just like I am affirmations more because they are supposed to sound like my own thoughts. That is it. That was a very quick one. So I hope you were able to take something new away from this video today. Let me know how you like the new backdrop. I love it. I think it's so cute because I have this little like walk-in closet space now, and I just think it's the best thing ever. I have a lot more exciting videos coming for you guys. Unless you have anything that you are really in need of knowing or hearing from me right now, you can also drop that down below in the comments, and I will love to create a video on whatever you want for you guys. Also comment if you stuck around till now. I would love to know. Yeah, I love you so much. I'm sending so much love and light wherever you are, and yes, I love you. Bye!